Hey there, how's it going? My name's STIRRUPLEATHER. You might know me from such videos as Markiplier AMV or Jew Ranger Tribute Part 2 Mad. Yeah, those seriously are my most popular uploads, and one of them's only available in Japan. But anyway, today is not the day for AMVs or Mads. Today is the day to go into a topic that has not been covered to death on YouTube, Sonic the Hedgehog. And what better way to start off my thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog than with that oh-so-famous game, simply titled Sonic the Hedgehog. No, not that one. Not that one. There you go. Yeah, even though we all consider Sonic's debut part of the 16-bit era of gaming, an 8-bit port was actually developed alongside it and released for the Sega Master System, which was Sega's 8-bit console at the time. This version was later adapted and ported to the Game Gear, which was Sega's handheld. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the Game Gear version of the game. It boasts a couple graphical enhancements and removes a few dumb gimmicks that I think make it the definitive experience. So, let's stop dilly-dallying and get into the game. I don't have a Game Gear. This is Bandai WonderSwan. We're playing this via Sonic Adventure if you couldn't tell. Actually, now that I think about it, this game was ported from Master System to Game Gear to Sonic Adventure DX to PC. It's astonishing this game actually runs. Alright, let's discuss story. That's a good place to start. Eggman wants to steal the Chaos Emerald so he can take over South Island and eventually the world. It's up to us to find the 6 Chaos Emeralds before he does and rescue all of our animal buddies. The story is the same in premise as the 16-bit version, but with wildly different execution. This game has a bunch of little touches that all lend themselves really well to the plot. For example, every time you enter a stage in this game, you see a map. In addition to just being really cool to finally see South Island, like, seriously, did you get any mental image of it from the 16-bit game? It gives you a really great sense of progression to work your way up through these stages. One of the touches I really like is that when you destroy the Roboticizer in Act 3, all of the animal buddies go in the opposite direction as you, towards the stage you just cleared. And yes, I am praising the story in a Sonic game, I don't care what you think. It still isn't Sonic 1 for GameCube. So let's talk about the stages themselves. Each zone's been segmented into 3 acts. Act 1 and 2, you'll be going fast and looking for the Chaos Emerald, while Act 3 serves as the boss battle. That's right. Chaos Emeralds are now found in the stages themselves. I like this. They aren't locked behind any bullshit special stage and it makes them feel more like part of the plot. As they should be. As they should be. As they should be. Too bad the level design isn't built around it. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. You're going to need to look up where the Chaos Emeralds are. Some of them aren't too bad, like Green Hill, Bridge, and I think even Jungle can be forgiven. But others like Scrap Brain require you to take a leap of faith to get them. Green Hill is basically what you expect. Act 1 sees you going at top speeds, but Act 2 shakes things up a bit by going underground and giving you some water segments. The Act stage boss, though, is a complete joke. I mean, look at this. Does this look hard? Bridge Zone sees you navigating a treacherous bridge over bottomless pits and having to deal with falling platforms. Once again, I think this is a great stage. Act 2 is an auto-scroller, but more on that later. The Act 3 boss actually is kinda tricky if you don't know what to do. You need to perpetually roll in these grooves in the bridge. Then, once again, it's a complete joke. Jungle Zone probably has the most treacherous platforming, and if you want to go fast, you probably are going to have to memorize the level. Nonetheless, when you get good at it, it's really satisfying to clear. Act 2 is a comparative breeze, just a vertical hike up. The Act 3 boss will actually try to attack you this time, but it's still really easy to wail on him. Eggman, what are you doing? Labyrinth Zone is completely underwater. Okay, let's talk about those stages now. I mean, they aren't hard or anything, they're just a bit slower paced than the other stages. I don't think that inherently makes them bad stages. Anyway, Labyrinth Zone is pretty easy, but it can sometimes be a little hard to get the bubbles to come up when you really need them. Also, I encountered a glitch that caused the water level to rise up way higher than it should, and I think it made the stage unbeatable. Hey, we actually have a boss that's okay by Sonic standards. He's still a total pushover, but hey, he's actually comparable to something from one of the 16-bit games finally. If you've made it this far, Scrap Brain is not going to give you any problems. It's basically just a more dangerous Green Hill Zone. Act 2 is a little weird though. There's this one section where you have to continually go down these hallways and kill these pigs that loop several times for some reason. Then you'll reach the platform that will take you to the teleporter out of the stage. Weird, but not hard. Act 3 is a little different though, because one of the first things you'll immediately see is Then there's just a short chase with Eggman and the stage ends, taking you immediately to Sky Base. Both of these levels are actually hard. Act 3 is kinda just pattern recognition though. Once you know where the next flame is going to come out, you won't have any problems. So when you find a review of this game, a lot of people will say the level design doesn't let Sonic go fast. That's not actually true. These people just don't really understand Sonic's physics in this game. You know how in Mario, if you're moving fast enough, you'll skip a tile and keep going? Well, the same principle applies here, but depending on your speed, you'll be able to skip multiple tiles. You can skip a lot once you're going at top speeds. I think the max is like 6 or 4. It's really hard to measure. The point is, Sonic's more than well equipped enough to handle this platforming at high speeds. So if you push out, you only have yourself to blame. Except in Bridge Zone Act 2. And Labyrinth Zone. The music in this game is simply phenomenal. I mean, just listen to it. Bridge Zone. Jungle Zone. Labyrinth Zone. Also, get a load of this ending. You know, now that I've beat this game, I actually think I might like it a little bit better than the 16-bit Sonic 1. Why? It's not because it's a better game, I can tell you that. But there's just something about it, you know, man? It's got music, story. It all creates an atmosphere that the 16-bit version quite simply doesn't have. It's a great time, and if you like sort of weird demake ports, then go for it, man. I think it's great. Plus you get it in Sonic Adventure, which is pretty awesome. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to get back into the YouTube thing a fair bit, and I want to cover Sonic more too, so if you liked, be sure to subscribe. I actually haven't played a main series game since Generations, and good lord, what was that? What the hell? Looks like something came in through the window. I think went into the room. It looks like it was heading towards the computer end. Oh boy, I'm happy it's available on Steam so I don't have to spend a bunch of money on a Wii U just to play this game. I don't have $40 though, so it's going to be a while until I make a video on it. Okay, bye! I like you so fast.